just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The give to Davis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Floats it out in space. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it. It's Davis. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try.
Got it! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. He'll set up to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision for it on 4th down and 1 day. Not pay off.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Eli Holstein to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lions. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Holstein. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein throws to the back. Found the spot in the defense. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Open on the left side, it's Smith. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lyons. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll pull it down. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Strong, firm tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun on 3rd down, here's Holstein. Oh, they're after him, and they got him.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his 1st sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their 1st sack.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe some room here. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Complete. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Abraham. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this is an offensive coordinator that has a lot of confidence in his guys, and you can see that from the play calling. They were backed up all the way down near their goal line at the start of this drive, but they've stayed aggressive the entire time, putting the trust and confidence in his quarterback, in his players to get it.
Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows?
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Holstein to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Check. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Ready, go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Abraham. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Taylor.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down. 1st and 10. Got the back over the middle. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Running inside, it's Davis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Now on first down from the 28. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering.
Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He caught it. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
Keep. Blue 85.
They go play action with Holstein. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Eli Holstein to throw. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam at the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. The run inside. It's Davis. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He'll do it himself. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride Davis here. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Durant. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to throw it again. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first. Picked off to stop the threat. He's at the 50. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he will house it.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Eli Holstein to throw. He's got him. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Tulane after that last big pass with momentum on its side. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Again, Holstein throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Spins away from the defender. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 14 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Mean Green, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half, one of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
Ollie, thank you. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Tight end now in motion.
Keep.
Trying to move them on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Tulane right back to the line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Lyons. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Holstein on the play fake. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyons. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Right down the middle. Smith with the grab over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Holstein to the air again. He's moving out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the comeback is on.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you've got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pucks it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Give to the running back. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tulane! Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to run it. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
This dangerous.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Offense gets set for second down. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Grab behind the line. It's Lions. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zone.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Looking to throw on first down. Working on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Throws toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Snagged out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They just keep firing. He'll get rid of it. He caught it. He's in for the touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Holstein. He lobs one high down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Green! Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got it. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of times. Got it! And it's in for a touchdown. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Pulls it in. It's Lyons. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Tulane right back to the line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is
going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Green Wave strike right back.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.